So today you can see two parts. First, explain the syllabus, then overview of programming environment. Yeah. So we have 75 minutes, but we already used some time. Yeah, 8 minutes. Yeah, not too bad. 8 minutes. So we have a little more than 1 hour left. All right. Yeah. So let me. For the syllabus, I focus on the coursework part because a lot of detail related to the coursework I couldn't put in the syllabus. Too much information. Yeah. All right. Yeah. First, let's look at homework assignment. 3 homework assignment. Okay. Each one 10%. Yeah. So the homework assignment. Each homework assignment, I like to give 25 questions. Your name?
Kiwon.
Kiwon. Oh, yeah, I saw your name. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so 25 questions total. All right, each assignment. Relatively big assignment, okay? Yeah. So we have small assignment, quizzes. I treat quizzes as small assignment. Homework assignment, big one, yeah. So in these 25 questions, question types, yeah, question types. Yeah, yeah. So you can imagine, usually we use multiple choice, all right, first type, true and false, second type, third type, short answers, right, fourth type, yeah, for this class, yeah, database class, little special. Our fourth type, very important, SQL queries. SQL queries, query question. You need to write a SQL statement. Yeah, so that's the core part of this class. Yeah, so we will spend a lot of time to practice SQL queries. Okay, SQL query questions. Yeah, 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 yeah. You will see soon. Yeah. In module 1, I will introduce you some relatively simple SQL queries. So we need to start practice from module 1. Yeah. All right. So these 4 types. Each question 4 points, so total 100 points. Yeah. All right, yeah. And duration. Yeah. So usually each homework assignment, I like to give you more than 1 week, less than 2 weeks. Yeah, so let's say each one, so the duration approximately 1.5 weeks. Okay, yeah, 1.5 weeks. Yeah. And before midterm, you do 2 homework assignments. After midterm, 1. 2 of the 3 before midterm. Okay? Yeah. 2 before the midterm. 1 after midterm. Okay? Yeah. All right. What else? Yeah. Yeah. So I posted. Each assignment I post in Canvas as a PDF file. Okay, so you can print out, write it on paper. Yeah. because this is an in-person class. If you like, you can hand it in class, or you can submit electronically. Because on the assignment page, you can upload your, your file. So many students, regarding the how to submit, because many students ask me how to submit. There are several ways you can submit. So one way, you can write on PDF paper, then use your camera, take pictures, upload. So that's one. Another, because some students, they can work on the PDF file directly using some software. So you can, write on the PDF file. That's another way, Then you upload your PDF file, Another one. But also some students, they like to convert to Word. Some students, they like to convert PDF file to Word. So then they can type Word file, submit Word file. That's also okay. And so many different ways. And some students, they just type text file. Because for our database class, usually we do not have computation questions. We only have concept questions and query questions, all text. Right? So some students, they just use a text file, type answers, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another way. Many different ways. You just select the one you like the most. So I myself, my preference, I like the PDF file, because when I do grading, I use software to do grading. So if it's not a paper submission, if it's a electronic submission, I use software to do grading. So the software likes PDF the most. For other format, I need to do conversion to PDF. I need one more step, do conversion. So Word, image, text file, I need to convert to PDF. Then I do grading. Okay? So my preference is PDF. But it's not a big deal. So conversion, very easy, just one button. One more button click. So very easy. So I don't worry about that. You just pick your, what do you feel the best for you? All right, so that's the homework assignment. If you have any question, just let me know. So I can explain immediately. All right, because sometimes I may forget something when I explain. Then quizzes. So we will have 5 quizzes because we have 5 modules. 5 modules, each module 1 quiz. So total 5 quizzes for 5 modules. Then each quiz, as I said, small assignment, each quiz 10 questions. Still 4 points each. Okay? So total 40 points. All right. And duration, greater or equal to 1 week. Okay. So mainly to answer these 10 quiz questions, you need to understand our material. So quiz question design, your understanding of the basic quiz basic materials in our notes. And the quiz questions, no query questions, okay? So the question type top 3, except query questions, question types, top 3. The reason is very simple, because I use the Canvas quiz grading tool to do the automatic grading. After you submit, you can see your grades immediately. So I need to enter the answer, correct answer, so then the grading tool can compare with my answers. If the answer is very complicated, then the quiz tool cannot do grading. SQL queries, that's a very complicated grading. Because each SQL question, there are many different answers, no standard answer. There are usually several answers, all correct. So the Canvas grading tool cannot handle that. So for that reason, I cannot give you query questions in these 5 quizzes. So then we can only practice in 3 homework assignments. Okay, All right, so that's the quiz, And drop 2 lowest, okay, So you know, we only pick top 3, okay? So give you, sometimes, due to some special reasons, some of you may not do well in 1 or 2 quizzes. That's possible, okay? But don't worry, we just drop those 2 lowest scores, All right, so that's the, and another thing for the quizzes. No time limit. Each quiz, I set a deadline. But when you answer the question, no time limit. Okay, that means before the deadline, so you can work anytime before the deadline. Okay, so it's not like I set 60 minutes limit. You have to complete within 60 minutes. It's not like that. Okay, so you can work, study, then you answer a few questions, then study more, answer a few questions. But one thing we need to be very careful, because some students may submit it by accident. That happens every semester. 1 or 2 students got that problem by accident. Before they complete it, by accident they submit it. Okay, So don't worry in that situation. Because it happens frequently. So don't be panic. Just let me know. Then I send you the screenshots of the quiz questions. So then you work on the screenshots, right? Then send me back your answers. Then I'll grade manually, right? Because we cannot use the auto grading. In that case, I need to grade manually, right? But usually 1 or 2 students have that problem. But don't worry, okay? Don't worry. You won't miss that chance. So we can recover easily. All right, so that's everything. Any question? Because I tried to address the points from my memory. Sometimes I may miss 1 or 2 important things. If you can ask me some questions, probably you can remind me some questions. All right, If not, then I move to the next slide. Another thing related to the quiz. Think about the number of assignments this semester we are going to have. Total number of assignments. Okay? All right. 3 home assignment plus 5 quizzes plus 2 tests, right? Midterm, final, 2 tests, right? 2 projects, okay? 2 projects, okay? Yeah. Yeah. So if we just count numbers, 12, right? Yeah. 8, 2, 2. So if you count numbers, 12 total assignments. Yeah. 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 That's quite a lot. Quite a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I do not want to give you too many assignments, but not. Also, I want to let you do practice. Enough. Yeah. Enough practice. Yeah. Yeah. So I try to find some middle ground. Yeah. Not too much. Yeah. Not too little. Yeah. Something between. Yeah. Yeah. But there is a possibility. Yeah, because after the midterm, before the midterm, so usually we have relatively more time, but after midterm, all of you will be very busy, right? After midterm, because you need to prepare for the final, and you have several courses, not just this one. You have several courses. You have many assignments. Think about it. This one, you have 12 assignments. Then you have some other courses, right? Yeah. So probably too many assignments. Yeah. So here one thing I can do, many times I try to reduce your workload a little bit. Your workload. Yeah. So these 12 assignments, how do I reduce the workload? Sometimes I combine assignments, okay? Yeah. So one assignment, we can use it in 2 places to combine assignments, so reduce. Yeah. For example, quiz 4 and the homework assignment number 3, first 10 questions in homework assignment 3, yeah, that's the same, I combine, okay? So you just do one assignment, but it's counted 2 places. One for quiz, one for homework assignment number 3. Things like that, okay? Yeah. So if I feel, yeah. So it's not, you already have plenty of the practice. So I will do the, assignment combination. Yeah. 1 or 2 combination. Yeah. That way, reduce your workload a little bit. Yeah. So that's something, let you know. Yeah. Yeah. The goal, because I already explained the goal. Yeah. We want to maintain the good quality, right? Good learning quality first. Then at the same time, reduce your workload a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. All right? Yeah. All right, so next. Projects, 2 programming projects. Each one 14%. So you can see later, when I talk about tests, each test also 14%. Here you can see each homework, the weight of homework, the same as the test. That's pretty big, right? Yeah, midterm, final, each one 14%. Each project also 14%. Yeah. So here I want you, really need to spend your time on these 2 programming projects. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Some students, I saw some old students, they did all other assignments quite well, but didn't do the whole programming projects. Yeah, I have several each semester. Other than the programming,
other assignments, you know, in the B level. It's like in the B level, yeah. Not bad in the B level. Yeah. But the only problem is you didn't do the programming projects. Okay? The programming projects not very hard. Yeah. Not very hard. I give you a lot of sample examples. Okay? Yeah. To prepare you to work on the program process, I give you several sample projects. Okay? Yeah. So a lot of features I already give it to you. Question. Oh, yeah. Good question. Yeah. No. So your answer, not a SQL query project, not that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. The project will use SQL queries to implement the features. Okay. So you write a normal real-world application. Yeah. But in order to implement certain features, you need to use SQL queries. Yeah. Yeah. The main reason, because through the projects, let you know how important the SQL queries in real-world applications. Okay? Yeah. So you get an idea. Yeah. Yeah. In real-world web applications, you need to do a lot of SQL queries, right? Yeah. So that way. Yeah. Yeah. So this is not just a, so let me draw a diagram to explain the structure of this course. Okay? We have three components. If we look at the structure of this course, three components. The core part, yeah, so this circle is our core part. The core is the SQL queries, okay? Yeah, because it's database, SQL query, that's the core part. But it's not enough. You need to know more than just only SQL queries. So two more components, yeah, supporting this core component. Okay? Yeah. So this is the supporting part component, yeah, the background knowledge, background. Yeah. You need to learn a lot of knowledge related to the SQL queries. Okay? The database management system, the whole system, the structure, you know, yeah. You know, how to process the SQL queries. You need to know all those things. Yeah. That background knowledge important for you to understand the real, because in the real world, when you have certain questions related to SQL queries, in order to figure out, you need to have some background knowledge to help you figure out, right? Yeah. For example, sometimes your SQL queries running very slow. That happens frequently. Yeah. So you write a very complicated SQL queries, but when you test it, the response time is very slow. You want to figure out why. Okay. Yeah. But if you do not have good background knowledge, how can you figure out? Right? Yeah. So that's the reason. So we need to learn, yeah, this component. Yeah. Knowledge, background knowledge component. Yeah, we need to learn. All right? That's one. Another component, programming. Okay? Yeah? Programming. Programming, the main purpose, yeah, show you the importance of the SQL queries in real-world applications. Okay, yeah, give you some, you know, yeah, because this is a classroom project. It's different, education project. It's different from the real-world project. Yeah, yeah, but we do some simulation. You get some similar experience. So you develop some features. So the features you are going to work on, yeah, pretty much similar to the real world features. Real world, people frequently use these features. So, let you do some practice. So that component also important. Okay, so total 3 components. All right, yeah, yeah, but for the did I explain the but for the project, yeah. 2 projects. Yeah. So one before the midterm, one after the midterm. Yeah. The 2 projects. My plan is like this. Let me look at my time control. Okay, all right. So project 1, project 2. Okay. Yeah. All right. Project 1. I want to start as early as possible. Usually I give you 1 month, 1 month for each project, okay? Sufficient time. So each project, I want to give you 1 month. So in that way, I should assign project as early as possible. Yeah. Otherwise, we won't have enough time for the project. Yeah. So the project 1, I will assign relatively early, early start. But at that time, when I plan to assign the first project, we haven't learned much SQL queries, because it takes some time. Okay, yeah. We haven't learned SQL queries. So my first project, I will not use SQL queries. So first project, let you practice basic web technologies. Just warm up, practice. Yeah. Because our second project, yeah, it's a web application. So I want to make sure, because I noticed some students, they are not quite familiar with basic web technologies. Not quite familiar. Okay, based on my experience, 1/2 of the class not quite familiar with basic web technologies. But this class is not a web technology class, right? Yeah, we do not have time to talk about web technologies. Right? Although I only use simple web technologies, but we need to use, some of basic, very basic, not advanced. Okay. So we need to use a little bit web technologies. So I want to use the first project, use it as a warm-up, and let those students relatively, not quite familiar with the web technology, so give you time to get yourself familiar with the basic web technologies. How about that? That's the goal of the first project. Okay? Yeah. So first one, practice basic web technology, text, yeah, and no SQL queries. All right, yeah. Give you some time to get it ready. Okay? Get it ready for the second project. Okay? Second project is our main project. Okay? The first one is a preparation, warm-up project. Okay? So in that way. Yeah. Otherwise, some students may feel they worry a lot. They worry a lot. So just let those students, give you plenty of time to pick up. Okay? Basic web knowledge. Yeah. All right. Then project 2, project, I give you a lot, I will give a lot of sample code, okay? Yeah. To jump start, okay? Yeah. So you can try to understand my code. Yeah. So second one, a lot of sample code. Yeah. That means, yeah, so I give you a relatively big project description. The project is relatively big. So there are many features in this project. But some of the features I give you as the sample code, okay? So, help you understand the code. So learning how to implement, standard features. You learn how to, implement this feature, that features, several features. Learning. So that sample code is for learning purpose, right? Yeah. Practice, right? Yeah. So after that, then I will give you a new feature, new big feature, relatively big feature you need to implement by yourself. Okay? New big feature you need to implement by yourself. Okay? So that's the design, the project design ideas. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. We know project part important. As for the knowledge, it's important for your knowledge part, right? Yeah. So when you look for jobs, right? So you have some programming project experience. That's help you a lot. Okay, the first one, it's important. But second, yeah, this class, the core part is the SQL. Okay, so we the most important component is the SQL part. Other two smaller components help supporting this core component. So make your whole package of knowledge look stronger, right? Yeah. All right, yeah, so that's good. I already used more than 30 minutes. Yeah. Then tests. Two tests, midterm. So here I give you the date, right? Yeah. So time, same in the classroom, right? Midterm, right here in this classroom, same time. Okay? Yeah. All right. And the final, yeah, same classroom, same place, but the time slightly different. Yeah. Because we need to use 2 hours final. Yeah. We will have more time for the final. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. But I will be flexible. Yeah. I will be a little flexible because if you come a little late, it's okay. I still give you 2 full hours. Yeah. When you sit in the classroom, yeah. If you come in late, I can write your starting time on your test paper. Give you full 2 hours to complete it. Because after your class, right after your final test, I have another final test right after it. But when they do the finals, you can also sit in the same classroom because everybody is very quiet. Okay? You just work there, complete your final. Okay? If we need a little more time for the final. Yeah. Same classroom. Yeah. I think we should have enough seats. Yeah. Because usually only small number of students need a little more time, right? Yeah. Not a big whole class, you need a lot of time. I expect 2 or 3 students at the most. You need a little more time. Then we have plenty of, because that class only 11 students. Yeah. So we should have enough seats in this room. Yeah. All right. Yeah, any question? Question format, midterm and a final, same as the homework assignment. Homework assignment, 25 questions. Homework assignment, 25 questions. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but some of you, I don't know if you compare these two tests, because midterm we only have 75 minutes, right? Final we have 120 minutes. Okay? So the difference is big, right? Yeah. So some students may want to argue, in 75 minutes we need to work on 25 questions. The final same number of questions, 25, but we have 120 minutes. Okay? It looks like the midterm, we do not have enough time, right? Yeah. So that's a possible question. Yeah. But for the midterm, because there is a big difference between midterm and final. For the midterm, we may not have many hard query questions. So the query question we have very basic. Okay? For the final, we will have many very hard query questions. Then you need more time. Some query questions very complicated, so you need more time. Okay? Midterm, we will have those very hard query questions. Okay? So you don't need that much time. So very basic queries. Okay? Yeah. So it should be fine. Yeah. And the number of query questions is also different. Okay? So for the midterm, I will give you 15 concept questions and 10 relatively simple query questions. Yeah, in 75 minutes. But in the final, you will have 10 concept questions and 15 relatively hard query questions. Then you need more time, right? That's the reason. The time difference is big. Yeah. Time difference is big. Okay? Yeah. But it's, workload pretty much the same. Okay? Intensity of your workload is pretty much the same. Okay? Yeah. All right. So any other questions? Yeah.
I asked, midterm finals is the open note or
Yes.
no?
Yes. Open notes, and you can bring your laptop. Okay? I allow you to bring your laptop to access all our course materials. All right? Oh, one more thing. Yeah. Because for the query questions, some of the students, because for the query questions, I need to give you databases. So for this course, for all of our query questions, we will use 2 databases. Okay? So I give you the code, the script, database scripts. You download from Canvas, 2 databases. Then you can install databases on your machine, laptop. Okay? Because for sometimes when you write a SQL queries, some students, they need to do testing. Yeah. They want to see if this query statement is correct or not. Sometimes. It's not necessary all of them you do testing. It's okay, but it takes a little more time. Okay? At least some of the students, they want to do testing SQL queries. I allow you to use laptop to do testing. Okay? Yeah. And regarding the testing, there are 2 ways. 2 ways. First way, because next class I will tell you how to install software. So after you install software, then you can do testing. Okay, you can write your web project. You can do testing. But we have. I'll give you two databases. One, it is from our textbook. One of the databases from our textbook. But the second one from Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft provide a sample database, so, used for education purpose. I can also give you that Microsoft database script. That one, Microsoft one, that one also, it is installed online, okay? In W3 Schools. So some of you may heard of W3 School, this website, okay? For web technology. So for this class, the web technology tutorials, we use this website, w3schools.com, and including the SQL, okay? SQL practice. They have the tutorial. They have a section for this SQL tutorials. SQL and MySQL. Actually, SQL and MySQL. That's the database management system we are going to use. Then we practice SQL. I will explain the relationship. Okay, the SQL and the MySQL. What's the relationship? First class. I do not have time to explain. So I already used a lot of time, more than 40 minutes. All right. That means the Microsoft database we can practice online. W3 Schools. You can either practice on your own machine or you can practice in W3 Schools. You type command window, SQL window, you click the button, you'll see the result, query result. Okay? So in the tests, I allow you to do that. Okay? You do testing. So use your laptop to do testing if you want. Okay? But for some students, some are relatively complicated because when you do testing, usually you need a little more time. As I know, last semester, many students, when they write the complex queries, they didn't do tests. They just use the logic, use their experience. It's okay. When I do grading, I use logic. Okay. Sometimes I do testing. So that means if your logic is correct, even you have some small problem, it's okay. So I will not, small problem. I look at how big is the problem. Okay. Sometimes I need to, take off 1 or 2 points. Based on how big is the problem. But you can do it based on your logic. Okay. Some of the queries, pretty long. You need to write many lines, like that, half page, that long. Okay. Half page long. So I'm afraid you do not have enough time to do testing. So in that case, don't worry, just use your logic to write it. Okay. All right. So next, 2 more things I want to talk about. All right. First one is attendance, 2%. Okay, so I checked attendance. Because going through all the lectures, very important. When you answer questions, all my questions come from the class notes. Okay, all the questions come from the class notes. So I want to make sure you do not miss any lecture. Otherwise, you may miss a few questions. Okay, based on the experience, some students, due to some reason, they missed a few lectures. Yeah. Then, when they answer my questions in the quiz, homework assignment, if they're not familiar with our notes, then they feel pretty hard to answer. Then they search the web. Okay, I talked to some students. So that student told me. So, they search. It's very common. Search the web. And they use ChatGPT. Things like that. Technology forum. So they use all the tools, methods available on web. But I cannot stop you, right? So I allow you to use all those things. But the problem is the quality of the answers usually not very good. Okay, even from the technical forums. Okay, those technical forums, many experienced programmers, they answer the questions. Okay, but they based on their work experience. They may not know. Okay? Some details they may not know. Okay, so it's very, very likely they gave the wrong answer. They gave the wrong answer. So you need to follow based on our lecture notes. Okay, do not rely on too much. You can search the web as a reference, but do not rely on too much on the knowledge from the web. Because the quality from the web, the knowledge, not very high. The quality is not very high. I talked to some students, so they told me. Because after that, I gave the standard answers. Then they compare with their answers. The difference is pretty big. Okay, so that's why. So I emphasize, attendance is very important. Okay, so you want to make sure your learning quality is excellent. Do not miss any lecture. Okay, but from my side, I try my best to help you make all the attendance. So this is an in-person class, but I provide a lot of flexibility to you. So even as an in-person class, I give you a lot of flexibility regarding the attendance. So what kind of So classroom attendance, the regular attendance. So you have classroom attendance. The first type. Second, Zoom type attendance. Here you can see the projector. I use Zoom to connect. Okay. So each class I need to use Zoom meeting anyway, right? So for any reason, if some students you access the class through Zoom, it's okay. Okay, I allow you use the Zoom attendance. All right, Zoom attendance. For some reason, if you do not feel well, right? For a virus, fever thing, right? So right now, it's pretty common. So if you do not feel well, you can stay at home, then connect to our lecture using my Zoom ID. The Zoom ID I give you in syllabus. Okay, I fix it. No password. I fixed that Zoom ID the whole semester. You use the same Zoom ID, no password. Okay, so at the class time, you just connect to my Zoom meeting. When I check the attendance, you respond from your Zoom side, right? So I check your name. I give you Zoom attendance. Okay, All right. So the flexibility. Okay. The third flexibility, video flexibility. Because here, I record a video, right? Even for the Zoom meeting, some students, due to some reason, they cannot make it, right? It's possible, okay? Sometimes you have some important thing, very high priority, important, you need to, you're not available at this particular time, okay? Yeah. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah. You can watch the video later, right? Watch the video. Yeah. After the class, you watch the video, okay? Then, for each class, I post the forum, okay? For each class. Other than the video, I post a forum. After you watch the video, you just claim. You watch the video, you let me know, you claim it. Then I also give you the attendance. Okay? After you watch the video, you can claim the video attendance in that forum. Okay? Yeah. So then you won't miss it. Okay? Yeah. So in this way, make sure you do not miss any lecture. Okay? Yeah. All right, so that's the attendance. Yeah. Then extra credit. One is online evaluation, 1% extra credit. And this semester, I try to do something different because when you do online evaluation, I do not know those students who do it. Those students who do not do it, I do not know, right? Yeah. Yeah, but the department set a line, ask each instructor to push for that 80% line, okay? Yeah, make sure at least 80% of the students do the online evaluation. There is an 80% line, okay? Yeah. 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 Although it's not a hard line, okay? Yeah. But we try to make it, okay? We try to make it. Yeah. I can see the percentage. Yeah. I can see in Canvas, I can see the percentage. All right? Yeah. And, but I want to do one thing this semester, one thing, a little special. Yeah. For those students, if you do it, I post the forum, you claim it in that forum, okay? Not for a discussion board. Discussion board. I will post the discussion board. If you do it, you just claim it, okay? All right. Yeah. So in this way, I try to make sure we have 80% students. We pass that 80% line. To earn, if you claim, you earn 1% extra credit, okay? Yeah. But before you claim, make sure you do it, okay? You do it, then you claim it. So that's one way. Yeah. Yeah. Another way, because the first time I do this way, yeah. So I want to see if it is good or not, okay? I do some testing, if it's a good method or not. Yeah. Because for my colleagues, nobody has a good idea. Yeah. Nobody has a good idea to get this 80% passing this line. Okay? So I'm testing my own idea. All right, so that's then early project submission up to 1% each. Yeah. Because the project submission is a relatively big problem. As I mentioned before, some students did all assignments quite well, but didn't do the projects. Yeah, that's very common. Okay, I hope for our class this semester, I really want to see all of you complete the projects. Not very hard, so I give you a lot of sample code, not very hard, right? Yeah, but if I look at the history, the project, that's the worst part. So that's the worst part for the completion. Regarding the completion, that's the worst part. Okay, so here I give a little incentive. Early submission, 1%. So how to understand up to? So that is 1 week earlier, because, for example, I give you 4 weeks, right? The deadline, 4 weeks. Yeah. You can complete in 3 weeks. So that 1 week ahead of time, you get a 1% extra credit. Okay? All right. But something, not 1 week. Yeah. 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, I also. So 2 or 3 days, for example, 2 of 7%. How about that? Okay? Yeah.
Is this extra credit added to the project or your overall course credit?
Overall. Yeah. 1% overall. Okay? Yeah. If 1% project, that's too little. 1% of project, that's too little. So 1% overall, that's significant, right? That's quite significant. Yeah. So your effort, so worth your effort. Yeah. Because here I give incentive to encourage students, to complete it as early as possible. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because project submission is a big problem. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the main points I want to explain. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So if you have any question, just let me know. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, let's look at the content. Yeah. Here we only have 10 minutes. Yeah. Let me just do one slide, this content. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The content, we have 4 blocks. Yeah. Okay. So I based on the I make the structure 4 blocks. The first part 1, fundamentals. So we need to understand, basic concepts related to the database management system, how things work together, the structure inside the computer, those basic knowledge, fundamentals. That's part 1. Part 2, SQL queries. Yeah. So that's the core, remember? Yeah. The core for this course. Yeah. But for the SQL queries, 2 parts. Yeah. The basic SQL query and then complex queries. Basic query before midterm. We do the basic query before midterm. Okay? So after midterm, then we work on the complex queries after midterm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the part 2, the core part. All right. Part 3, yeah. Then we need to understand the algorithms inside the DBMS, database management system. Yeah. Yeah. There are some algorithms, working behind the scene, algorithms to make data search faster. Yeah. So that knowledge, the algorithm knowledge, that's important. Because when you have that background knowledge, then sometimes if you see some queries running very slow, so you may have the idea to figure out why. Some queries running so slow. Okay? Because how to speed up the queries behind the scene, right? You know the algorithms, how to speed up performance behind the scene. Yeah, so you need that knowledge. So that's the part 3, algorithms and the data structures for performance. Yeah. Performance is very important. Okay? In real world applications, performance is extremely important. So our focus is on the performance, query performance. All right, so the part 3. Part 4, then the current trend. Yeah. The current trend. Yeah. Current trend mainly refers to social network. Yeah. Right now, social network are very popular, right? Yeah. So the database management system related to social network. So we need to learn that knowledge. Okay, yeah, that knowledge. That's different from traditional. Yeah, this class we learn the traditional. Traditional means relational databases. Yeah, so we learn the relational. Sorry, what's wrong? Yeah, anyway, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah. What's wrong? Yeah, no, whatever, yeah. But social network, not a relational, right? A special type of databases. Yeah. So also I need to talk about that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Here I show you the screenshot, the W3 schools. We have, oh, yeah, what's wrong? Yeah, some problem. Yeah. I think my pen got a problem. Yeah. I will restart it. I will restart and fix it. Yeah. All right. So, other than our textbook, so when we learn some, other than the textbook, so the main source of our supplementary material from W3 Schools website. Okay. That should be good, good enough. All right. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So let's stop here today. Yeah. So I have one topic, so, but I leave next time because we only have 5 minutes. So we do not have enough time to talk about the remaining topic. So we can do it at the beginning of the next class. So this week, yeah, no assignment, right? Yeah, because only one class this week, the syllabus, so no assignment. Yeah, but start next week. So when we have 2 classes next week, then we can do our first assignment. Okay? All right.